Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education.
Hey guys, it's Chart and James with the Chart Guys. It is Wednesday, May 3rd. Going to do my nightly video on gold. Gold, I have this daily uptrend line that I drew, and we're breaking that uptrend line right now by breaking below it here. But what I want to key in on here is the 4-hour chart. This going real quick. You can see that the RSI on the 4-hour is very oversold, and when we've gotten that low in the past, we've at least had some type of short-term bounce here. So look for a short-term oversold bounce here based on the 4-hour RSI on gold. See these bounces, they may not last long, but it looks like there is a bounce coming up that's due based on oversold. And again, we are breaking that downtrend daily line. So overall trend is still bearish here with this TCG bear cross still going on, where the 4 EMA is under the 8 EMA. And to take a longer term swing, we want a close at least above this 4 EMA. See that gold's been struggling with that 4 EMA to close above it. And more than likely, I'm going to wait for a close above the 8 EMA, the red line here on the daily for a swing. The US dollar, Japanese yen, on the flip side of this chart, is right at my weekly downtrend line here. So this weekly downtrend line, and we'll see what happens with that oversold gold chart on the 4-hour RSI. And if US dollar Japanese yen is able to break above this weekly downtrend line and then break above 115.50, that'd be really strong for the bulls on the US dollar Japanese yen and on the longer term charts, and would be a negative for gold bulls. As far as the miners go, we'll start with the senior miners here. So the senior miners on the weekly, we're approaching that weekly support here, the low at 2114. If we break below this 2114, that's a red flag, as we've been able to have a low, a high, a higher low, lower high, and we really want to keep a higher low to be in this trend of equilibrium where we find a tightening range and then we break out one way or another. But if we break below this low of 2114, that is a red flag for the senior miner bulls. Sorry. And on the daily, we have this inside candle here, and we closed right below it, which is a bear break. And what we want to do, really wait for on the daily chart here on the senior miners, is you can clearly see that this 4 EMA here is resistance, green line, where it hasn't been able to close over it once. We've gotten over it several times during the course of the day, but by the close, we keep rejecting from this 4 EMA. We even got back up to the 8 EMA today, right into FOMC, and then saw it dumping in. Right after the peak today, I did warn the chat room that I was seeing a lot of selling at the top here, and you can clearly see that we closed basically at the low of the day here. So looking for potentially more bearish continuation here with the inside candle bear break on the senior miners. The junior miners have the same thing. Let me see the 4-hour chart here. Nothing's oversold there. Nothing's oversold there. So the RSI isn't even oversold yet on the hourly time frame for the senior miners. GDXJ, the junior miners, hourly is not oversold. Same thing on the daily here for the junior miners. Clearly see that we have not been able to close above this 4 EMA. And that's really what we need to wait for, is a minimum close above this 4 EMA here for any type of any type of bull position here. And you can see that we have this inside candle, and high and low, this candle is within the range of the high and low of the previous candle, and by closing below the low of 3101 is a bear break. So we'll see if we have more downside. And GDXJ, we've already broken the lows of this pullback here by breaking below the low of this candle. GDX senior miners, I think we still have that as support. We do barely, and that low is 21.51. So right now, as of now, we have a double bottom at 21.51. Today's low and Monday's low. So something to watch for if we break below 21.51. Then we're going to start looking at that weekly support here at 21.14. After 21.14, we're going to start looking at the low of this candle at 20.98, and then so on. And of course, must hold here is a low of 18.58. So no position to take long in these senior or junior miners until that 4 EMA on the daily becomes support. But again, that 4-hour RSI on gold is oversold, and it tends to get a bounce at those levels. It has historically, so we'll see if gold gets some type of a little bit of an oversold bounce to close out the week. So wait for that 4 EMA on the daily to happen, and personally I'd wait for the 8 EMA to become support before I took any type of swing position in the miners. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.